let me know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're suffering from technical difficulties. I'm so sorry. I especially apologize to you, Rocky, because I hate that it cut you off like that, man. Just Skype issues.
That's CIA. They don't want to hear. They don't want. See, you guys that are listening, you're getting a special treat. These are little plutonium nuggets of awareness that you can tuck away into some cardboard box of your mind. They don't want you to hear it. Nah, that sounds self-important. It's just basically blabbling from one simple, failed, flawed man. Oh, he's COINTELPRO! You know, the quality of my show indicates clearly I'm neither funded or co-opted. So, you know, what are we? Well, I was building a case. The CIA has pulled another coup off right in front of our eyes. The New World Order hegemony just keeps marching forward. We either have a revolution or martial law. The world's heading towards a North Korea-style world. I always wonder how those North Korean bastards put up with that. There's like, 200,000 people all sitting in chairs, all still, all sitting there looking straight ahead, and then everyone clap all at once. Why don't all you motherfuckers get up and beat that dude's ass? Just tear him limb from limb. Just everybody grab something and pull. There's thousands of you. Nope. March in line, march in line. Gotta get mine. Gotta stay safe. I say give me liberty or give me death. And the pulse that I feel from people, they're so depressed. The people that are awake, it's so gloomy. I just soon die. But since I have grandkids, and I want to run away. I do. I'm going to let my fear. I think it's good planning or strategic relocation. But I want to let my fear get a hold of me. I'll get on a sailboat. Just avoid all this shit. But the more time goes by, I get depressed to the point where I don't really care that much. I care about my grandkids and their future. But I know that nothing we do within the system is going to help. No amount of judges or voting or petitions or riots or none of that's going to help. None of it. And I'm not so sure I want to restore the Constitution anymore. That's always a big thing. We need to restore the Constitution. Well, unfortunately, it failed us. There's nothing in the principles of the Constitution I have a problem with. But I'm not so sure doing the exact same thing again is a great idea. How are we going to prevent the next goddamn Federal Reserve from sneaking in the back door? They're constantly plotting that stuff, you guys. Maybe we can go to Jekyll Island and write some super secret banker skeevy shit so that we can rob you without even going to jail. And we can build a new Jerusalem temple so that we can rule the world. Shh, don't talk about that, you anti-Semite. They're only allowed to do that. And just because you have to be Jewish to get into Israel doesn't mean they're racist. And the stupidest thing in the world is the Christian people that support these guys over there. They think your guy is boiling in shit. You do get that, right? I mean, it's really, truly, all Judaism is non-secular communism. And people are too stupid about history to know better. That's cool, though. It's all going to wash away. And, we're going to find out all, who downed the towers? How much did they steal? You know what? The New World Order, guys, whichever New World Order it is, we got New World Order A, New World Order B, New World Order C, din, 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 din. We got New World, D. In other words, who's going to come out on top? China is so big and has so many people in it you have no freaking clue. You never been there?
To China?
Stacked on top of each other over there. And it's a scary place. It's nice. I mean, they're decent people and stuff, that's all I'm saying, but they have every intention of getting your coffee out of your cupboard. They're thirsty. They want your water. They're going to need your backyard real soon for a camping spot because we're running out of room over there. How did the United States citizens allow them to ship all the factories overseas? How did the United States citizens, in good conscience, we're supposed to be the policemen of the world, allow us to buy cheap plasticky crap from China for slave wages? NAFTA. Thanks, Clinton. Oh no, we need to get Hillary Clinton in there. I just like to say that I think that Hillary Clinton has a brain tumor. So, go ahead. But these liberal guys that think that a gun is for shooting watermelons terrified them. The only people that should have guns are the police. What they don't seem to understand is that every time the totalitarian governments take over, all you guys, all you adjutants, all you brown shirts, of course they're pink shirts now, you do realize they round you up. You realize that the communist guys were cool with capitalism until they got to a certain point. And like right now, we're in a police state. We all know it. Any interaction whatsoever with law enforcement is a life-threatening event. That's the potential to hurt you and damage you in so many ways. It could be permanent. We are in a police state, but you know what? They're not naked yet. They don't have control yet the way they want, or they would let the gloves come off. You know, they were explaining, you know, you may hear sometime that Stalin and the Russians killed 100 million people. It was Jews that did that. They got run out. Stalin eventually run them out. This is kind of confusing, but it's Lenin who started that shit. The Bolsheviks, with $20 million in gold and trained in weapons and stuff in New York, were sent from New York through Jewish organizations over to Russia. And then Lenin took over. And so the initial death squads, goon squads, and intelligentsia was Jewish, you guys, in Russia. Now eventually Stalin took over, and he wasn't Jewish. He didn't necessarily hate the Jews personally so much. His daughters married Jewish guys. Well, one Jewish guy that dated his daughter, he had him thrown in a gulag for 10 years. Bummer. But she still married a Jewish guy anyway. He wasn't necessarily prejudiced against them like a xenophobe type. He was worried that they would form a fifth column. There was quite a bit of talk in Russia at the time where the Russian Jews, which he allowed by the tens of thousands to flow into Palestine, he thought it was a great idea. Okay, so Stalin from Russia. These are nice catchphrases for the lowbrows. Those bad guys, Stalin and Russia, sent Jews to Israel. The bad guys, Russia, Stalin, bad guys, sent Jews to Israel. You get that? They're involved with that. They thought it was a great idea because they have some control in the Middle East. But what happened was the Jews sided with America. They were friendly with America. You had the American Communist Association of Jews, because remember, the Bolshevik Revolution was Jewish. That were saying, rah, rah, Israel, rah, rah, Israel. And they were doing the same thing in the streets over in the Crimea, where they wanted to make the original Israel, where they're currently talking about right now on the news. And this scared him. He was scared. So he put out a proclamation that the Jews had X amount of time to get out of the country. That's it. He didn't run around killing them. He put out a thing saying, you guys got to get out. I don't trust you no more. Go to Israel. Go where you got to go. Get the fuck out. You got till the end of the month. And the people that didn't leave, why didn't they leave? He told you to leave. You think he's going to play with you? Oh, look what he did to us. You know, that's a common problem. These guys have been kicked out of so many countries, it's a habit. They were trying to claim that 6 million Jews were killed after World War I. It just didn't work. The good news was that by the time World War II rolled around, they were ready this time for the Holocaust story. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but you gotta wonder, did 9/11 happen? Did Abraham Lincoln free the slaves? Did Christopher Columbus do anything but enslave and genocide the local natives? Oh, such a good guy. Oh, the American Civil War was fought to free the slaves. And so black people looked to the government for solutions because they were helpless as a society at one point as slaves. You know, Abraham Lincoln's plan, the great guy, the great Abraham Lincoln, was to send you motherfuckers back to Liberia. The first black men that visited the White House as free men, treated with respect. They went in and talked to Abraham Lincoln, and when it came out, a reporter asked him, well, what did they say? He said, we should go back to Africa. He didn't want you guys, black people, mixing with the races. He don't want you voting or owning property. So, the great emancipator, my ass. Everything we know about history is written by the victors. Everything we know about life has been written by the CIA since 1945. Those motherfuckers are the ghost government. And they've just caused another coup over in the Ukraine for an oil and natural gas agenda. It's some sick crap. And then you have people, patriots, preppers, whoever, you're listening to a truther show, you know, go to Walmart and look at the people. Would you rather have liberty or death? Because they're not going to fight for you. They're too fat and disgusting and stupid. And young people, I don't know. Okay, look. I'm sure there are no kids listening to my show. I remember one time I was told, I think Pete told me, hey, try not to swear so much because people are listening to the show in the car with their kids. Really? What part of adult content don't you get? This is an unpredictable environment. Don't expose your children to it. But let's say that you're an older person, okay? Think about it. Like, say you're in your 40s, 35, 40-something. Talk to a 14-year-old girl and ask them about life. Talk to a 20-year-old guy and ask him. Just listen to him talk and hear what he has to say. This whole fluoride in the water thing, it's the real deal. Everybody's fat. Everybody looks like the slave types from Brave New World. People are stupid. They're stupid. Just dumb. I remember my 14-year-old daughter, bless her heart, when she was like 13, 14 years old, she used to say, you don't understand. I remember one of my sons saying to me, you don't understand. And I was like, oh, I don't understand about cutting class in high school. No, dude, I do understand. No, he doesn't. You know, and they'll go in their room and slam the door and, you know, all night long, the rest of the day, the rest of the week, they're like, he just doesn't understand. It's like, no, dude, I perfectly understand. It's called being young, dumb, and full of cum. And you'll get up on a soapbox and tell, I cannot believe how many 20-somethings will get up there and lecture some 50-year-old, 70-year-old guy about how outdated what they, you know, it's a living, breathing document about how outdated their thoughts are and how shitty everything was back when they were young and how wonderful